Hello, good morning. So, how is everybody? Well, I don't know if you can see behind me. Uh, see the buildings. Yeah. Let me just stop for a second and have a look. Well, the reason I wanted to show you that today I woke up very early in the morning, like 5:30, I think. What happened yesterday night, I couldn't sleep well, but it was day before yesterday, actually. Yesterday night, I had a wonderful sleep. No dreams, no REMs. REM stands for rapid eye movement. When you dream, your eye moves. And when you dream, actually the scientists say that when you have a lot of dreams, you don't actually sleep well. So yesterday night, I went to bed a little bit early, like 10:30, I think. 10:30, and that's it. I was out. I think I woke up in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, and that's it. Overall, I had a very, very pleasant sleep, and wow, what a difference. Yesterday, this time I was feeling down and all, feeling all groggy. But today, I feel good. And the natures also feel good. There's absolutely no sun. It's a bit chilly, actually. Although we are having our summertime right now, and summer in this country is pretty extreme. That's the effect of the the global climate shift or something. When I was very young, the weather was not that extreme in this country, but now the weather and everything, the air quality is great though, especially this time. Not that much pollution, although the city's air is also polluted because of too many cars, a lot of cars. No one wants to use bike, not motorbike, like regular bike, the one they use in Japan and South Korea, not to be confused as North Korea. Okay, so the urbanization of those countries are excellent. However, I don't think that the urbanization of the city is properly done, and that's why there's too many buildings. The roads are usually, the rush hours, forget about it. If you have to go to the office or shopping malls or wherever, you need at least 1.5 hour time if you want to reach your final destination. So this is the condition of the city right now. I don't know if you remember or not that I told you the total population of this world is either it crossed 8 billion or is approaching 8 billion. Whichever might be the case, 8 billion is a lot of people. And I think we have to be cautious at this point for the sake of our planet and for the sake of next generation and the generations to come. If we don't keep our acts together, they will be the one who to suffer the most. So, I hate to preach. I see in the group, lots of, I don't know, either the students or religious preachers that try to preach religion. I don't actually comment on those posts because religion is something personal. You don't go and ask people to convert to my religion or convert to yours. I think it is even rude for someone to ask, what is your religion? Just like it is rude to ask, what do you do for living, or how much money you make. I don't understand this group. Supposed to be an international group, and people should know about these norms that when you meet someone, you never ask his profession, how much he makes, what's his gender. This is bad habits or lack of knowledge. Of course, lack of knowledge. When I say lack of knowledge, I mean the people who ask this type of questions. I have questions about their families. So the thing is, if you see new people, or even I have friends from childhood, I never ask them, hey guy, hey dude, how much you make, or what do you do? This is absolutely bad manners. So never ever ask this type of personal questions. I hope you understand. My blogs are a bit long, I know. 30 minutes. I don't know who has time to watch the whole thing, but this is very important. So I started walking. It's 8 minutes and 10 seconds right now. So I thought I would cover the subject because people are naive and sometimes can be very stupid, and I think we should always know social etiquettes. Otherwise, how will you call yourself educated if you meet someone and start to ask about your religion? The next question is, okay, will you like to be converted to our religion? No, that's bad manners. So don't do that, please. And never ever ask a guy or a girl or a woman or whatever what she does for living. That is also considered a very bad manner in the West. Now, I see also posts like, okay, this is my post, I'm gonna write whatever I wanna write. No, you can't either. You can do that. If you wanna write whatever you wanna write down, take a notebook and take a pen and write down what you want. Just don't publish. You're in a platform where people from all over the world are there. So, don't do something, don't make a fool out of yourself. So I guess you get the moral of the story. Now, since I'm in a good mood today, what we gonna talk about? Yesterday I was thinking, yesterday when I was finishing, I was talking about the Avatar movie, especially, actually part 1 and part 2 both. But now I have doubts in my mind that these people who actually are in the chat group, whether they are into movies or not. If they're not into movies, then I don't know, maybe I shouldn't talk about it, talk about a certain kind of movie. For example, a couple of days ago, in my page, I created a fun quiz on the cartoon character or movie character Spider-Man. It was a fun fill in the gaps, not like your typical noun and pronoun. I wanted to see how many people. Now, those questions. There were 10 questions I gave are very easy. I think even my 3.5-year-old can answer at least half of them, because his favorite cartoon is not Tom and Jerry. No, Tom and Jerry is for like little kids. No, I don't think so. I take it back. Tom and Jerry is okay, but you have to say something like why you love a certain animation character. For example, my favorite animation character is not character animation, animated movies, Toy Story. Yeah, it's a Disney Pixar collaboration and the first installment of the movie. I think at this point there are 4 movies and 1 spin-off, but all of them were excellently animated, storyline that will kept you on your seat the whole time. It has laughter. Sometimes you might think you're gonna cry. It's very good movies. So people who like animated movies should check Toy Story out. Although I had this idea of the whole world by now knows about Toy Story, but after came into this international platform, I'm not so sure enough. So, where was I? Okay. The other day, there was one more question from a guy. Actually, not a question. It was sort of a statement, and the guy was saying that, okay, I don't know why he said that. Maybe he was desperate for female attention. That is the reason. I'm 99% sure, because he wrote that he wrote something about virginity. I forgot what exactly he wrote, but it goes like this. He prefers non-virgin woman because it's a well, according to him, manners comes first, virginity and other stuff goes later, and he has no problem when it comes to marriage, he will marry a non-virgin woman. I mean, that's the stupidest conversation I have ever heard. Now, people with good morals or good manners doesn't just have a one-night stand. Yeah, that's a good word. They don't believe in one-night stand. And people who sleeps around, have multiple partners, and practice what? Polygamy, I think. Yeah. Those people, they lose their virginity by engaging different sort of, what do you want to call it? Since we are all religious here, I'm gonna call it a sin. And it is a sin. According to my religion, if you commit this sin, it's like unforgivable. And the guy who wrote that statement, I can, at this point, if someone is not use their fake name, if this is a real name, I can tell this person is from that religion, because when you pass a significant amount of time in the United States, especially in New York, you know, New York is called the Great Melting Pot, and there's a reason behind it. In New York, you'll find people from all over the world, and I have friends from all over the world. And in a situation like this, sometimes I usually don't like to bother people. I never call anyone. I never let's just say I don't bother other people by calling. If I have to call someone first, if he's on Facebook, I what do you call it? I send him or her a DM that will you be free this time, because I have some important issues I wanna talk about, or I want your opinion on the subject. Then if they reply yes, then we schedule an appointment, and then I make a phone call, and I try to make it brief, because I know everybody's busy. If a person gives you 5 minutes of time, you should respect that. Nobody's playing games here. Okay, so why was I saying that? Okay, the virginity. Now, my take on virginity is women, men, whoever practices these one-night stands, or go to the clubs or bars, or pick up women or men or whatever, that is a no-no in my book. But I'm never going to tell them that don't do this, don't do that. They're not adults. And when I say adults, I mean 21 year and up. If you're 21-year-old, I think in most of the country, legally you're on your own. You will be held responsible for your actions. In this country, the legal age is 18. So if you're 18 And if you don't know the law properly, especially where you live, I'd say that is on you. And you get caught committing a crime, which is a crime, you will have to face the consequence. And this is for what they call it. I think it's necessary to make an example out of someone so that other people, get cautious about what they're saying or they're writing in a public platform. Because we shouldn't do or say anything which goes against those platforms' terms and conditions. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever, before signing up to any website or installing any operating system or using your phone, have you ever read the fine print? Hell, I'm not sure. Do you know what a fine print is? Well, if you don't know what a fine print is, and if you're 18 or 21 or even 15, go check it out. The problem with me is, you see, I may look like I'm walking slow, but I'm not. And walking and speaking at the same time needs tremendous pressure on your lung. And since I don't smoke or anything, I don't have a lung problem. But the thing is, if you do intense exercise and you speak simultaneously, the job becomes a bit tough. And I like challenges. The more challenges you face, the more perfect you become. Well, just remember that you can never be a perfect person, because perfection actually doesn't exist. We are human beings. We have our flaws, and everything in the nature has anomalies or flaws or whatever. We have to keep in mind. Even the scientists are developing artificial intelligence, and those artificial intelligence have flaws. I mean, they're not always right. So I urge you to keep your mind open and use your judgment. Okay? Now, I didn't finish. No, my argument is, let's get back to the that post, that virgin related post. So, if you're listening, the poster, and I see, I think last night I was checking the who else answer in this post. I found, I think most of them are on my side, because no one wants to marry a woman who is not virgin. And not when it's a non-virgin, there's only one word comes to my mind, which is one night stand and living a reckless life. Now, I wanted to write a harsh reply, but then later I thought that let's not fight about stupid things. I'm gonna touch this subject in my vlog anyway, so what's the point? So the thing is, if you're not 100% committed to your partner, if you cheat on your partner, or if you have multiple partners, the main risk, forget about your character. Let's concentrate on your body. I'm sure at this point you know the disease called HIV, which is a STD. And although when HIV first came out back in 1985, I think that was the year the disease was first detected, and still now, how many years have passed? This is 2023. From 85 to 2023, that's plenty of years. But we still don't have a cure for AIDS. We do have cocktails of medicines and to prolong the life of the infected, but HIV ultimately means a death sentence, and it tends to happen when you don't practice safe sex or sleep with multiple people. So you see why virginity is important. Forget about HIV. There are other STDs, nasty STDs. One, for example, chlamydia, or I'm not going to name the names because it's hard for me to say those names of the diseases. But thing is, the point I'm trying to make is, if you are not careful enough, you will find yourself in a situation that these viruses, if you get infection from these viruses, they are, I think, kind of non-curable, or I mean, it is very painful. Not to mention, it is a shame also where I live. So it has become a somewhat taboo subject not to talk about STDs or sex education, to be more precise. I think every school nowadays should have sex education for the sake of our next generation. Otherwise, they might think that it is okay to slip around, explore. But too much exploration will lead to death. There's a phrase in English, it's called curiosity killed cat. So I guess I'm trying to say is, try not to be the cat. Okay? And speaking about cat, I don't have any cat or dog. In fact, I don't like household animals. And that's another story. That's I'm gonna cover in the future. But now my time is up. It's 30 minutes, and it's been really nice to talk to you, and I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, because if you don't understand, then the whole 30 minutes of talking is pointless. Although it's not pointless for me, because time to time I like to go to memory lanes and freshen up my memories about the dangers of living as a human being in this hostile planet. So for today, I'm Fluent Future, signing off, and for all of you, have a wonderful day. Peace. Goodbye.